Welcome back to our channel. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the topic of drug distribution to the outpatients or ambulatory patients. So, we will see first what is the drug distribution in hospital. Of drug distribution. What is the definition of drug distribution in hospital? Okay, so here it is the physical transfer of the drug from the storage area in the hospital to the bedside of the patient. Okay, here from the storage area in hospital to the bedside of patient. Simple. Okay, so here the drug distribution system in the hospitals is broadly classifying into two types. First one, outpatient services, and second one, inpatient services. Okay, so here outpatient services also calling as ambulatory patients. Okay, here the inpatient services or inpatients also known as institutionalized patients. So let us see the first one, outpatient services. What is that? Outpatients are OPD. So also calling as ambulatory patients. What is the meaning of ambulatory patients or the outpatients? Means these are the patients those who are not occupied the bed in hospital, or those the patients who are not occupy the bed in hospital. Occupying the bed in, or those patients who are not occupied the bed in hospitals for the treatment, or not admitted in the hospital for the treatment. So here outpatient services again classifying into three categories based on their caring. Okay, what are those? The first one is that emergency care, and second one is that primary care, and third one is that tertiary care. Here the tertiary care also calling as referred care. Based on the caring, based on the treatment, here the outpatient services are classifying into three categories. First one emergency care, second one primary care, and third one is the tertiary care, also calling as referred care. Okay, so first one we will see the what is the emergency care. What patient may require the emergency treatment. For example, in case when the patient, for example, in case of the accidents and in case of severe health conditions. So in these situations the patient required the emergency treatment. So in case of the primary care, so it is the major It is the major care service in OPD, and it includes varieties of services which are essential for maintain the normal individual health. Okay, and third one is that tertiary care, also calling as referred care. Or referred care, it means care beyond the primary care. Here, care beyond the primary care, and here the patient is directly referred by his attending medical or dental practitioner for the specific treatment. Here what happened? Here the patient is directly referred by his attending medical practitioner or dental physician for the specific treatment is the tertiary care or referred care. We will see what are the reason for the development of OPD services in hospital. Okay. Reason for development of OPD services in hospital. So it's demanded by the community. What is that? First one, it demand by community, and second one, it helps to the during the lack of physicians one specific areas, or lack of physicians in some specific areas. Okay, and next one, the hospitals are plays important role in community health programs. Here hospitals are plays important role in maintain the community health programs. Okay, and also OPD services helps to the hospitals and to the physician while control the usage of investigational drugs. So these are the general reasons for the development of OPD services. We will see what are the advantages of OPD services in hospital. Okay, what are the advantages? Of OPD. Okay, the first advantages is here it commences the immediate treatment. First one, it provides immediate treatment. Okay, and second one, medicines prescribed may be restricted to some hospitals. Okay, so medicines prescribed may be restricted to some specific hospitals. Okay, and third advantage because of OPD service in hospital is that here the medicines may be prescribed as a clinical trials. Here medicines may be prescribed as a clinical trial. Okay, so these are the advantages of OPD services in the hospital. First one, it may provide immediate treatment because of OPD, and second one, medicines prescribed may be restricted to some specific hospitals. So usage of the drugs in some specific hospitals is that may be the restricted. In that case, we have to prescribe the OPD services. We will see the location of OPD dispensing area. Okay, location of OPD dispensing area. Okay, so you always remember that there is no specific rule for the location of the OPD dispensing area here. So it has certain provisions for the location of OPD dispensing area. In that, the three important provisions are, okay, the first one, a separate dispensing pharmacy is set up. Okay. Arrange the separate dispensing pharmacy setup. It is the first provision for the dispensing area of OPD. And next one, a combined unit service for the inpatients and outpatient from the same window. And next one is that a combined unit service for the inpatients and outpatients from same window. Okay, and next one, and next important provision, a combined unit service for the inpatients and outpatient from different window. So these are the three important provisions for the dispensing of OPD area. Next we will see the layout of outpatient services. Okay, outpatient services. Here, layout of outpatient dispensing services is always important. That may brings the positive or negative impact on the hospital services. Okay, here layout that should contain two windows. Okay, one window for the receiving of the prescription and another for the delivery. Okay, and during the compounding of the prescription, the patient is waiting. Okay, so hence the waiting area should be provided. Here that waiting area is clean and transparent and with comfortable seating arrangement. Okay, and in that waiting hall, that should always provide some magazines and newspapers and some of the medical and pharmacy publications for the knowledge to the for provide the knowledge to the patient. And walls of the waiting area should contain the posters. So what are those posters? So that poster that are maintain the awareness of personal hygiene and family planning to the patient. Let we will see the dispensing routine. So dispensing routine indicates the patient that may begins with the patient visiting the living hospital. Whenever the patient first time visiting for the hospital, he should register his name in the registration office. After the registration, here the outpatient may consult the concerning physician. Here the physician examine the patient and after the diagnosis he may write the prescription. Okay, here the prescription contain the name, age and diagnosis and registration number. After the consultation with the physician, here the patient may produce the prescription in the prescription receiving counter of dispensing area. Here after the receiving of the prescription by the pharmacist, here the pharmacist may check the prescription and he may assembles the medicines which are required for the prescription. And here compounded prescription should be filled in container and label. Label should contain the name, age and direction of the use and storage. And next, here the pharmacist may maintain one separate register for the account, and he may also retain the slips which are produced by the physician. Okay, after the completion of the compounding, here the pharmacist may retain the prescription to the patient for the visiting the next time.